I've been walking around my house for a while trying to decide where to film, and I guess I decided on the floor in front of some cabinets was the way to go. I don't know. Hey word nerds, Kate here. Today's words are all about the new Cinderella movie. Quick side note, I am reviewing a movie, which means there will be spoilers, but it's Cinderella. I mean, we all know how the story goes, right? You won't hate me too much for giving stuff away, will you? So I went to go see the new Cinderella movie this week with my mom, and I loved it. For one thing, we were the only two people in the theater, which meant I got to react as much and as crazily as I wanted to, which I'm sure my mom found hilarious. But the movie itself, guys, I have not been able to stop raving about it. It's been what, 4 days since I've seen it? At this point, I really can't think of anything critical to say about it. Granted, I am still in that odd stage, but I think it's safe to say that this will always be a favorite for me. It has everything that I love about the Cinderella story with very few of the things that I dislike. Disney did a great job of making a new adaptation instead of just remaking the cartoon, which is what I'm worried is going to happen with their new Beauty and the Beast. They had some great nods to the earlier version though, such as the stepmother and stepsister's names and the mice. Oh my gosh, the mice. Let's begin with the characters. I love how actively kind Cinderella is in this adaptation. In so many versions, it's just, oh, you're in a sad situation, here's some magic to fix all of your problems. In this movie, it was Cinderella's kindness, her distinct choices regarding her actions towards others that opened the doors for her to get her happy ending. And some of those choices were quite difficult. She showed us that it's not always easy to be kind. In fact, it's often the harder path, but the rewards are worth the effort. Cinderella lived by her mother's advice to have courage and be kind, but she realized that the two really go hand in hand. In regards to her courage, let me just say that I would never be able to make an entrance like she did. If I walked through a set of doors and was at the top of a staircase with a crowd of people looking at me, I would be running the other way. Next is the prince, named Kit in this version. Kit has restored my faith in Prince Charming. He is independent, but at the same time, he is weighed down by his responsibilities. Throw in a dying father. Seriously, Disney, did you have to kill so many parents? And you have got one conflicted man. He desperately wants to marry the girl that he fell in love with because of her kindness, but he also knows that as the future king, he might not have the luxury to do so. Hooray for internal conflict! Not to mention he's a little awkward, which I find endearing. For all his confidence in who he is as a person and as a prince, this pretty girl somehow makes him nervous. I think it's cute. Alright, the last character I'm going to dissect is the stepmother. I never realized how much I hated her until this movie. Not because she's evil, but because most versions don't give her the motivation to be evil. Some will credit her attitude with the fact that she's jealous that Cinderella is more beautiful than her daughters. Side note, I love how they did the stepsisters in this movie. Usually they go to one extreme or the other, that they're either incredibly beautiful or completely hideous with rotten personalities regardless, but this adaptation did such a good job. I saw the stepsisters as naturally beautiful, but trying a little too hard. You know what I mean? In this movie, the stepmother is kind of mean from the start, but what really pushes her over the edge is the fact that she realizes, through the superpower of eavesdropping and general observation, that she will never compare to Cinderella's mother. And that hurts her. She's already loved and lost, and now she's playing second fiddle to a dead woman, and Cinderella is a constant reminder of that. That's why, at the end of the movie, she looks like she's been slapped when Cinderella says that she never was and never will be her mother. Okay, not so much in the vein of character analysis, but in choice of actors. I think everyone was extremely well cast, but oh my word, I was blown away by Helena Bonham Carter as the fairy godmother. I'm used to her in roles like Bellatrix Lestrange and Mrs. Lovett, so this was kind of different, but she was hilarious and just perfect. The CG was spectacular, as were the writing and the score. The ball was beautifully choreographed, and the sets were intricate and just stunning. I think my favorite thing about this Cinderella was the fact that they explained that the shoe was magical and would only fit the girl who wore it to the ball. Not to mention, he actually recognized her before he put the dang thing on her foot. I just loved this movie, okay? If you're interested in more of my words, you can check out links below to my blog, Facebook page, and Twitter account. I love to hear from you, so please comment below and let me know what you thought of the movie. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you will see me next time, word nerds.